All right, we are here with the Ptarmigan, me and Pengu's new boat. So we are just going to do a little tour and operations manual kind of thing. Yeah, and just kind of showcase the build.
Okay. All right, we're going to start with the cold and dark startup.
Yeah, so
So,
we're going to go get our breakers on and actually get
the
some power to
first,
this.
yes. So everything currently is dead.
Yeah.
You can do a whole lot of nothing with about everything.
Yeah,
So,
except for basic doors and things like that.
yep. Make sure you got your ear protection on.
Yeah, a lot of good
Okay.
labeling.
Heading down to the engine room,
Watch your head.
we will get the battery. Some of these should already be on.
Yeah.
So the battery, we'll get the generator circuit breaker on and the engine circuit breaker. We'll get propulsion going, ballast pumps, side thrusters, bilge pumps, and steering gear, as well as secondary lighting. Now we have given the ship power, but we
Beautiful.
are using up some power, so
Now we got to
I
go
guess
get our
we'll just...
generators on.
Yep.
We're going to
I
come
guess
up
I'll
over
just...
here.
Yeah, I'll watch you do that.
First thing we're going to do, let's turn on some lights here.
Get
We
some fuel
will
going.
get our fuel valves on. We will get a starter battery on. We have two here. You only need one for the generators. We do also have the panel down here, so you can turn those off with the master breakers there, and you can also see the levels. We're going to turn on panel power. We're going to prime it for about, what is it, like 15 seconds?
Yeah.
I didn't count. So we'll
You're
just
probably
wait
at like
here.
5, 6, 7.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Perfect. Now we're just going to press start.
Yep.
And that will take its time. You can't hold that for too long, but you don't need it if it's already been warmed up. But if you let it sit for like half an hour or something and the RPS is at 0, then you're going to have to reprime it.
Yep. Our battery is at 0.79.
Perfect.
So I guess I'll explain the electrical situation.
Yeah, so let's come up here.
You need to keep the battery below 0.9.
Yeah.
So we have auto throttles that do it for you. But if you put it above 0.9, you'll have some issues with putting too much voltage into certain components and they will shut off.
Yeah.
So
Flip all the breakers. So our generator is up now. Now
I'll let you engage the power.
So we have to come over here. We have to engage the voltage. And this does have a little bit of a warm-up, so you have to hold it there for a second. And then we'll bring that up. We'll bring that all the way up. We'll bring it a little bit further down, actually. We'll go like 250 or so. A little bit higher. And then we're going to put this on, we're going to keep it on auto, so that's off. If we turn this on, it will be on manual, and we have to come in here and actually change our throttle. But auto will actually regulate it so that we can't override our electrical system. So this will actually fluctuate the clutch for all the generator. But if it's not, if it's over 250 S-watts, it will just stall out whenever it tries to engage the clutch again. So you have to be very careful of that.
Yes. Let's see. So our battery is going up. We're at 0.8 now.
As you can see.
So that is very good. Let's see. I guess I will do hydraulics really quick.
Yeah.
So over here on the hydraulics panel, if we get the hydraulics
system... we have to turn our
system,
starter battery off. That charges up again, that's important.
So hydraulics master power, we need this to be above 10, so 11 should do.
Yeah, it starts at 9, so you have to go up.
Yep. So we have generator, which is 1, 2 is the main engine, and 3 is the second generator. Currently, I believe we have generator 1 on. Yep.
The generator 1 is at that.
We'll just put that to 1, and then you'll see our pressure starts to build. If it's building too slow, you can turn on the auxiliary pump for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then once we're above 10, you will have access to use all the deck equipment, rudders, side thrusters, all that stuff.
Now, if you are noticing that the rudder is really slow, turn on the steering boost pump. That increases it by a lot.
Yes. All right, so main engine. This is the one that takes its time. So first thing you're going to want to do when you start up the main engine, get your compressors on. They take time.
Yeah.
So
those need to be up and above 5 psi to get going. We need both starter batteries on.
Are these building up fast enough?
Yeah, that's how fast they go. And then for the fuel, whenever we're ready to start this thing, we do need the boost pumps on. That pressure needs to be over 30 psi for this big engine to start.
Yes. So I'm going to wait till about 2.5 so we can get those boost pumps on.
Yeah.
I will get the air valve, fuel valve, and exhaust valves, as well as the fuel injector and the preheater.
Yeah.
We're almost 2. Yep, so we're going to open the indicator valves and start the turning.
The indicator valves basically open up all the valves to the engine, so whenever we turn this, it won't accidentally start. And then the turning
Yes.
motor is just literally throwing the oil around so that we get all lubricated before we actually start the engine for real.
Yep. Now we're going to turn on the turbocharger bypass.
Yeah.
We need this to be at least 100.
110
Okay, we'll turn
is
these off.
ideal. And
110.
if you're at already a higher RPS whenever you're trying to start it, it's pretty much just a timer, so you have to hold it there for a little bit, but 110 is around long enough where it'll work. That's good.
Yep. Let's see. Okay, so that is good. That is way past good.
Turn those off.
We are almost to 5 psi, so that is when you can start. Give that a minute here.
We'll double check all of our stuff here. We are at 60 psi. We've got our boost pumps. Both batteries are turned on. We can come back here and actually check what they're at. So we still have 96%.
Okay, those are at 5, so we can prime it for a sec.
Yeah.
And
I think it's
tap
10
start.
seconds. And you can prime it while you're starting it as well.
Yep. And then over here we have the engine on dial,
Yeah.
so that will light up.
Beautiful.
There it goes.
There we go. Now we
Move
stop.
on.
That.
Now, this is the stuff you have to remember.
Yeah.
Turbocharger on, run, don't forget run, and we will get the auto throttle,
We can turn
inverter
compressor
slash
on,
rectifier,
auto compressor,
PMS,
all of that. Yeah, this is
and
all
the
very
drive motor.
important here. The PMS, the drive motor, the inverter,
Yes.
rectifier, that's all for your main electric motor.
Yep, and then this guy has to be, I think, above a 400 before
Yeah.
the motor actually works.
Around 13% is the good range for that, and then we can come over
Can you check
here.
our battery real quick?
Yep.
I think that's why this isn't throttling
Probably.
up yet.
No, you
think
don't
so.
have any throttle hooked into it.
Oh, yep, diesel throttle. Don't forget this one as well.
Yeah, you have to come
This-
over here and play with your throttle.
Yep, you can put that up to the bridge.
Yeah,
For...
if we come down here, we can give that to bridge. That's very useful.
So right now I'm just increasing the max motor throttle, so that
That's
just
down
allows
here.
you... Yeah, that controls how fast you can spin it, but you still have main throttle controls.
Yeah, that's for the electric motor. That's very important if you want to move.
This is a little quick. Okay, that should be good. This is on auto throttle, so once our
Perfect.
battery reaches 0.85, both of these will shut off and we will maintain our power.
Yep.
I will meet you up in the bridge.
Yep, I'm right behind you. Oh, actually, I'm going to do a little tour of the engine room over here. Might as well.
Yeah.
We've got our beautiful little engine room here. We've got our ladder. That goes down below. We've got our compressor. And let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We have fire extinguisher. Our generators are back here. And we can come down these stairs as well.
Hey, can you transfer throttle to the bridge real quick while you're
Yep.
down there? So this is where you control the main diesel throttle right over here.
Yeah, so we're gonna come over here, give control to give throttle to helm, and now he has control of the whole entire
Yep.
throttle.
Just
And we
gonna
can
put
also
that at
press
about
this and
80.
move the seats.
Oh yeah, very important.
Let's see, I'll come on up there.
All right, I will. These are all of your lights right here on these monitors. So I'll go ahead and get our nav and our mast lights on.
Yeah, I will sit
You
up over
also
here.
have some other navigation options. So you have the NUC, not under command, in case there's nobody actively in the bridge. And then the RAM lights, restricted ability to maneuver. So that's if you are doing crabbing operations, you can flip those on. Let's see, we have our side thrusters right here, as well as on the bridge wings over here. So those only work with hydraulic pressure, which we do have. I guess,
And
do
you
we
can
want to
see
get
our
rolling?
generator is working right now. If you look at the main battery, we can see it going up and down. So it's holding
Yep.
us at there.
Let's see. Turn on the map back there, if you will,
Yeah.
as well.
So all the
I think
navigation
that's-
is back here, so we can turn on our map.
Yep.
We can zoom in and out.
I guess this is a pretty major part of the bridge, the throttle. This is our
Yes.
incremental throttle, so it limits how fast you can accelerate. So the first notch is about 5 knots. So let's see, we should be spinning up here in a sec.
Yeah, you can hear it
There
going.
we go.
Nice slow
There
start.
we go. Yep.
As it should be.
Then as you speed up, you can bring it up, but you'll see if I just spam this, it won't let
Yeah.
you just instantly floor it, which is
It'll actually
realistic.
make you wait longer.
Yeah, you won't do that in a real boat, so you're not going to do it here.
No.
We have some horns, fog horns, all the fancy things. Some night vision screens.
Got one for each.
Trim, yep.
Bunch of engine instruments over here on the left.
Yes. A crane back here, which doesn't appear to be working.
Probably have the breaker off or something.
It should just be hydraulics. Oh well. We will fix that
Let's see,
later.
our throttle's doing something weird. I think you have an older version.
Hold on. I think we just don't have enough diesel throttle, honestly. Here, let me see.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're at 0.8.
Yeah, there it goes. Okay. So
Let's see
make
if
sure you
that
give it
sticks.
enough diesel
Yeah.
throttle. We seem to be still going pretty slow.
Yeah, you
Hold
definitely
on.
want enough throttle so that you can keep your output the same. Because it's a diesel electric. So it's pretty important that you have enough outputting electricity to power your motor.
Yes, very much.
And it does have a max speed of around 25, 27 knots.
Yep. Depending on the weather and
Yeah.
if it wants to work.
Where are you at?
I am up in the bridge right now.
Oh.
Switch cranes. Yep. Not sure what's up with those cranes right now, but we don't really need them,
Nope.
so those should be fixed by the time it's uploaded.
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess we can do a tour
Yeah.
while we're.
We'll just start up here, I
rolling
guess,
out.
because we got the bridge wings as well. We haven't
Yep.
gone over, so we do have bow and stern thrusters for that. They do require the hydraulics. They work quite well. Not while you're moving, of course. Navigation's super simple. You literally put your GPS in here, or your desired heading. And you can come up here, press your GPS. That'll go towards whatever your waypoint is. CHH is your current heading hold, so that's wherever you're pointed right now. And the desired heading is DH, so that's whatever heading you put into that small keypad.
Yep. Now, if we go out here, we just have a little bit of a side deck.
Yeah.
Get a taste for the weather or whatever.
Smoke.
Yep, for sure. Back here, just a little deck right above or right below the crane seat. If we make our way, I guess, all the way to the stern, we have a few mooring lines, fishing, some seats, the main crabbing crane off the stern here,
Yeah.
and just some details. Our large crane on board is right here.
That one can
our smaller
extend, so
crane.
that one's quite useful. You can get that one over the edge of the boat.
Oh yeah. And here is the superstructure living quarters.
This is deck
So
B.
these are home to the first officer and main captain's cabins.
They're both the exact same.
Yep, that's what we tell ourselves. Here we have the main commons and just hangout spots for the crew. There is a 6 crew capacity, so we have our 6 crew dining table, a little bit of a lounge seat, and our galley. And then, of course, tons of storage,
Yeah.
as well as heating. We need heating. I guess we'll turn these off. Oh.
There we go.
We have our inflatable life rafts right here.
Walk around this
I
beautiful
guess-
XML railing.
Oh yeah, first try. Around all the crab pots right here, we have a 36 crab pot capacity, I believe.
Lots of rope storage everywhere you look.
Oh yeah, because these
Same
pots.
with, this is where you can actually throw them. We also have smaller little openings here if you don't want that, so you can still walk across everything.
Yep. Up here on the bow, we have another crane. And by the way, anytime you see one of these, they do work.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently not that one. What is
What?
happening? Hold on, what breakers are we missing?
I don't know. It's that or you
Hold,
have the wrong
please.
version.
Didn't touch the version.
Probably the wrong version.
We shouldn't need. Try it now.
Nope.
Do they have
Zero
power?
electric.
What? I did not touch
Something's
the
not
electric.
connected. I'm not in charge of the breakers.
Don't look at me. Okay. Well, we will fix
have
stuff
rope in them.
apparently. Yeah, these have. You can see here, little rope. We have our main anchor windlass station up here.
Yep.
Of course.
They do have a little
Or
light
rope.
whenever you actually connect to the ground.
Yep. We've got a winch on the front. Pretty
Yep.
decorative. Doesn't do much. And all of our mooring accesses, or the main ones, have winches,
Yep,
so you
with
can actually.
controls.
Yep. We have the front mast here with our anchor lights and other sensors. Going down here into the front, we have the crew quarters and freezers. So if we get the lights on, we've got some more storage cabinets.
Bunch of equipment
These
in
have
here.
just misc and some more rope up here.
Rope is very important on this boat. We go through quite a bit.
Yes, in here we have the freezers for decoration, pretty much. Down here we have 2 more crew cabins with 2 crew each on the inside, with a little porthole as well. Nice little cheese wedge cabins up in the bow.
Yeah, these are nice. I like these ones.
Yeah, they're nice and cozy. If we make our way upstairs, back out onto the main deck, we have our huge winch
which
right
also
here.
has controls right there.
Yep.
I can find my flashlight.
Yeah. Here's all of our crab pots. We've got
These
some more
all have
decoration.
controls, so you can do release section, section break. This will work for each section, so each one has a paint mark. It's like right
Yes.
here or something. So
Yeah, it's right
it's
here.
that section, except
Yep,
for the very end ones. These ones have their own at the very end here, which is basically only so that you can put the pots on there with a little bit more ease.
Yep. And they go in sections of 4 in each column. So
Yeah.
that's just what we found works the best.
Got a bunch of equipment
we-
laid all through here,
Oh yeah, littered on the side.
and little attachments for the cranes.
Yep, our shore connections and safety is on this side. And we have our shore connection
Yeah.
hatch right here for ground, not ground power, shore power and refueling.
And sending out fuel and all that.
We have our boarding
Jeez.
doors on this deck.
Same on that side.
Yep, and all of our buoys lining the walls.
More equipment back here, which has 0 electric. So I'm guessing we don't have hydraulics or something.
I think the
Let's go
hydraulics
see.
must have died. That's
Normally, the hard part about this boat is it's 90% of the time user error.
yeah.
We do not have hydraulic pressure.
Yep. Would you look at that?
So if the engine is in auto throttle, you cannot take it off hydraulic pressure because it only has a generator. The main engine is the one that you need hydraulics for. So if you're driving and you have anything on auto throttle, you need it on engine, not on a generator. There we go.
Okay.
Now
So-
everything should work.
Now our cabinets work. Apparently they're hydraulic cabinets. So yeah, all of our cabinets work. Our stern door back here for offloading things.
Here is the alert bridge, so that sends a little marker up there, literally just for multiplayer and things like that. So that if Pengu's down here and I'm driving, he can say move forwards and just buzz me instead.
Sweet. Yep. I think that's about
we also
it
have a little
for the
timer here.
exterior.
Because
Yes.
one pot for one crab in there takes about 4 minutes. So we can start a timer here and see how long they've been just soaking for. We can also reset
we can.
timer.
Yep, we'll just leave this on and check back on it later, I guess. Oh.
There we go.
Let's see. Now our cranes should work. So
Yes.
again, if you do things correctly, everything does work. It's just always user
Yeah.
error we found.
Most of the
so,
time it's user error, which is very difficult to debug.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we have our cranes here with all sorts of fun things that you can do with them. So
Let's see, we also
those are
have
there.
this front seat, which does have crane controls as well. It also can control the fish cell
Gantry
stations,
crane.
the gantry cranes. That's
on the piers, yes.
yeah, so that's pretty cool. We can also do 2 to reset the crane, so it'll go back to its original position.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yep. If we hop
So
off,
we have those medium winches as well, so we want to make sure that we're not above 150 meters, which we are right now. So if we drop that off, the buoy will not be able to get back up, and we will have lost it. So we want to make sure that is not a thing.
yes. Make sure you are in good water. Let's
Yeah.
see. We can speed us up here. We'll go towards this island to the left. Again, we should have a 25 knot top speed.
Yeah, around there.
Maybe. Yeah. We also, here, I guess if you want to sit here and just keep increasing throttle, we have a abnormally high main deck, and that is on purpose.
We are
because
going away
these
from
are,
shore.
there's an island to our left, though.
Oh, there is.
So our main deck is about 9 blocks from the water line.
Yeah.
So
We sit very high.
yeah, no matter what weather you're in, you should be pretty safe working on this main deck, which is intentional, as this is pretty much a deep sea fishing boat. You will be in some pretty bad weather at a standstill because you're most likely going to be picking up crabs, and we have tested that.
And this back ladder is almost useless if you're trying to bring something like a rope or something, but it's great if you have
Yes.
nothing and are trying to jump. But we also have the ones on the side here, which work a lot better.
Yeah, yeah. Worst case, use this, but if you can, try to get around to these ladders on the side.
Also, as you can see, we're tilted back a lot, so we can add some trim here. We can go up, or we can go down. So we can bring the whole front of it.
There we
There we go.
We also do have some boarding gates here on either end.
Yeah.
So that's
Those
nice
are
little
nice.
touch there.
Because some of the docks are a reasonable size.
That's the only ones these work for.
Yeah. We are in 227 meter water, so that's not going to be great.
No. So, yeah, just... Are we going 25? Looks like we're going.
Yeah, we're going quite quick. 24 right now.
One thing I guess I will show... Alistair, I guess you can just go in third person.
Yeah. Oh, right.
We'll head through the bridge.
That's a good thing to note.
We go to the roof. You do not fit under any bridges, so we have got wonderful, wonderful feature of a folding mast. So, tap that. Oh, the radars aren't on.
There you go.
Oh, there they go. Perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, your mast can fold. You just have to come up here. Got some deck details. Or
That's also
ram
what
and
makes
knuck
it so that we
lights.
can spawn in a normal workbench.
Yes, because this boat is really big.
Surprisingly.
Oh,
But we
got
don't
our
have
horn
any
layout.
tires on the right side.
Do we still not have those?
We don't have any still.
Ugh.
Okay, we're getting back down. We're at 170 again.
Sweet. Alright, I will be armed on the stern, I guess.
Yep. Here's where that little buzzer will show up if he dings it.
Yep.
Yeah, so I can send him one here as well, and then it buzzes, and we'll give it a little light.
Yep. So, I'd recommend having this door closed whenever you're moving so you don't fall out. I am just going to steal a cable because that still does not have a cable connection apparently.
Alright, I am slowing us down. You can slow down as fast as you want here. You just can't speed up.
Yeah, that's an emergency measure right there.
Yeah, so now we're staying still. So we want to go and flip our compressor over preferably to the generator because the generator is going to be up a bit higher sometimes.
Yes. So, for crabbing, throw a buoy out here. They're filled with helium, don't ask. We'd recommend doing these pots in sets of 4. And we say 2 meter rope between each one. That's a good number that we found. So if we just attach these, I'll let you get the last one there.
Yeah.
And again, tons of rope.
Those 2.
Those. Yep. Let's see. Keep these brakes on. So, if you read our PDF when this is released, we recommend to take off all the brakes except the section that
connect.
You aren't using.
That's not connected.
Oh. So, these ones right here are locked, so these will only go so far before they stop, which is good. And then this track can come all the way off the stern here. So if we have all of our pots connected, we can go ahead and just winch them up off the stern here.
Beautiful.
And just nudge them out.
Now note, he made the world, so I'm really weak, and I can't do a thing. So he is in charge of pushing pots over, etc. Because I can't push a thing.
Yep. So, once we do that, make sure you unclick retract or else they will just sink right to the bottom of the ocean. We'll drop this very gently into the ocean and then wait for the green light and release. It'll pull the buoy down temporarily and then it will release and float back up to the surface.
Yeah.
So that is how you unload them. You just rinse and repeat 9 more times.
Yeah.
Worst case, we have our scuba diving equipment, and you can go ahead and grab a rope.
And it is recharged as well.
We have tested this multiple times.
Yeah.
Our because depending on how deep you launch it in, you can't get a rope that's 140 meters long. So, if you're launching multiple and you lose one somehow, we recommend going down and attaching one string of pots to another string of pots,
Yeah.
and then when you retract them, it'll bring that other one that you lost up,
We
and
have
then you'll sort
tested
it out
this
from there.
multiple times on accident, actually.
Yep.
We have refined the process.
Yep. I guess I will go ahead and just put us in gear here for a second. If you want to
We
get
can
a
actually
buoy
just
ready.
sleep. We just want to do the one, or we want to do a couple?
Yeah, we'll just do one. So,
So if you didn't know, you can sleep, and the pots will actually accumulate the crab.
yes. Get some rough weather on. We'll see how well she handles it. Let's see here.
Sleep a couple of days.
Yep. Let's see here. There we go. Get us some rough weather here.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
There we go. That's probably good.
Boring game. Anyways, I think we should get a tsunami every 5 minutes for that,
Oh,
actually. We have disabled those. So this is at the surface. So if you're launching multiple, you'll just have the captain back right up to the the buoy, and then
Somebody
you'll
grab the
have
cable.
somebody
have
grab a
it? Oh, yeah.
cable, connect it up,
Doesn't
and
matter which
winch
one of
this.
these.
Yep.
And then we close
Winch it
that
out
door.
of the water, and retract this, and then I will sit in my safe seat here, and it takes probably like
minutes.
a minute maybe to retract, and this is a great time if you're doing multiple to start unloading these before they get
Yes.
landlocked in the middle
Yeah.
into our giant storage container.
All the way up here.
Yep. So that's one thing. The ones in the middle are quite hard to use. That's why we recommend unloading these in columns.
Yes.
So you'll do a column, and then you can work with the middle.
And start with the middle.
Yes, when you're reloading them, start with the middle so you can get everything unhooked and
Yeah.
everything prepped for the next time. Let's see, is this almost here? It should be. Yep, perfect. There they are. So there's our little
Beautiful.
crabs.
Now we
We
can
will
lower
drop
that
the
door.
door.
Now we can go and grab some
Unclick
more
retract. Make sure you unclick
Yes,
retract. or else
retract. The big button right there.
bad things happen. Okay, so this
Now?
is the hard part. Tie a rope
Preferably in the
and
middle.
then click it. Yep. And then make sure you always have at least one. So now if I disconnect this, these swing over.
Yeah.
Now
Connect that.
we can do this, and then you're the winch man.
Yeah.
Because
So now we come over here. Now
Yep.
this is on the right winch, so I'm going to use the right control here. And then
Drop
we're going
it
to pull
down
this
to about
one
the
in
deck.
as well. And then
Yep.
just like that. And then we just
So
release.
lower this winch, lower the small
And then
one,
we release that.
small winch,
And there it goes.
and yep, lower the small winch, increase the big one. Pretty simple.
Yeah. And then we disconnect
And then-
that. And then he
What
brings it
happened
up over here. Do we already have one
Oh.
there?
No, that's just a cable.
And then while he's doing that, you come over here. You actually have to winch this one up so it's on the left winch. So we go here, bring that up until we can see this. Grab it preferably in the middle, bring that over to the other one. Now we can disconnect that from there. It's still connected. Connect this up here, and then we get this one ready.
Yep. If you want to just bring that on deck. So this is where the server owner comes into play.
Yeah,
So while he's handling the winch,
there we go.
once he's done that, I will take one of his ropes, and he always needs one, so
Yeah.
I'll just leave him one to take.
And then he has to push it
And
on.
then, yep, now I can
this
just
is the
push
good thing
this.
to note. You can release these sections or break them. So this is why we have them on the first row, because sometimes you can get them stuck in between and it's a pain.
Yep. So there we go. There's one loaded back,
Now we raise this up.
and just rinse
Not
and
that.
repeat.
No, that. I always mess this part up. Then we go there.
Yep. And then make
That
sure you
there.
have two, and then disconnect
that.
it.
Connect it up over here.
Yep. Perfect.
Then we bring it in and down.
Oh.
Not
Yeah.
that.
Bring it down to
There
the
we
deck
go.
first, and then bring it up.
There we go. And then we've got them on weird little spots, so it'll twist around a bit. Gonna even out? Nope.
No, you've got it too
There we
top. There you go. And then as you go, just
Security.
you'll start unhooking everything.
There we
you
go.
It's in the middle. Yep. Okay, and now I can just simply bring this back onto the track. It takes a little bit of finagling sometimes, but that's okay.
You have to make sure you get the right rope. The amount of times we have just dropped the crabs back in.
Yes. Don't be an idiot like us.
Yes. Learn from our mistakes.
Yes. Listen to us so you don't make our mistakes. We will put this guy in.
There we go.
There we go. This one is full, so we'll go back into the floor cabinet here.
And then we're on the last one here.
Yep, wonderful. So yeah, sometimes these are a little bit of a pain, but eventually you'll get it. Okay, just lower. Oh,
Uh-oh.
now lower it. Nope.
Ah.
There we go.
We're gonna figure this out eventually.
Yeah, it's a process. You'll get used to it.
Yeah.
We haven't yet, but you will, hopefully. There we go.
And then while he's going to maneuver the boat to the next pot, I come in here, I grab these, and then I throw them all in the big store. And we're done.
Yep. So now, because that was our last batch, we can just start heading back.
And then I would give him the little buzzer back here saying we're okay to start to move, and I would also close the door.
Yep. Yep, so there's the buzzer on the bridge.
I can sit down back here.
Yep. And we also, all of our buoys do show up in the map.
Yes,
so
they do.
you can track them if you do go a ways away. And there are various cameras, such as here. Can you lower that stern door real quick?
Yeah.
This stern camera, which is great for positioning to the buoys, because you can see the door in the very back, so you know when you're right above it.
Yeah. They have a big green light on them, so they're really easy to see at night, too.
Yes.
We also have a lot of spotlights here. Let's turn on night.
Yeah.
And we can turn on some spotlights here, as well as our work lights. And
So
we are
this is
nice
us
and
all
lit
lit
up.
And this is something we just prepared for. Night screen is blinding, so if you
Yes,
tap
it is.
5, then you switch to a front camera, which, if we turn off the bow
Less.
spotlights, is less blinding, and you will see islands if they do pop up, but currently there's just ocean, so
Yeah.
there's not much to see anyways.
Peace. I guess our inside temperature is on an engine or something.
Oh, where?
We're at 50 degrees.
Oh, it's because the heaters have been on nonstop, I think.
Oh, are they? Right. At least
Yeah.
we know it's working.
Yeah, they're nice and toasty.
What else is there? I don't think we have to go over the gantry. It's pretty simple to use.
No, and the closest one is like on the other side
Yeah.
of the map, so we won't even bother.
We'll do more videos with us doing journeys.
Yeah, it's hour-long video, man. So let's see. Let me turn on advanced tooltips really quick. So from 4, did you put them away?
No.
No. Okay. So from 4 pots, we got 64 crabs.
From
So-
36 we did the other day, with them ranging from an average of like $500, you make around 250,000 from just one round of these pots.
Yep.
You
So
have
we got
enough storage for
500.
more.
You get about 576 crabs if you fill up every single pot.
Yeah.
So
And you can store a lot more in here than that.
Oh yeah, we have tons of storage below deck, so don't even worry about it.
Yeah. Close that up. Nope.
I guess we can show off some weather capabilities here.
Yeah, let's get to a seat first.
Give her some wind. I will just meet you up on the bridge.
Yeah.
So this is It's with some pretty strong crosswinds here. About, let's see, 48 knots of, about 50 knots of crosswind. And yeah, we're rolling a little bit, but if you were to go down to this main deck, you only get small little waves coming over. So
I got the desynced because it's not my server. So anybody watching my video, it looks horrible, but it's a lot better on his. My the whole boat was just underwater on mine.
Oh yeah, I'm only getting tiny little splashes.
Yeah, you're like little tiny waves coming through and like the whole boat's underwater.
Yeah. Oh, that was a big one. So, if Stormworks ever syncs the waves up, then you will both get to have a good experience.
Yes.
Till then, I guess just have me working down on deck and he gets to sit up in the bridge. If these are the final videos on the workshop, be sure to check out the PDF that is included. That includes all... Yes, that is like 32 pages. All of the info you will ever need, checklists, everything.
Read it before
startup
you say
procedures.
something's broken. It's 99.99% like your fault if something's not working. We've done the testing.
I mean, even just watched this video back at the beginning when we were saying stuff was broken and we had just forgot to do something.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things that could be wrong.
Please read that because it is very helpful.
It's got pretty much all the information you could need on it.
Yeah, and also, not sure how much info will actually be there, but please read the description if you're watching this video.
Bare. It's pretty much going to be a link to the PDF.
Yeah, the PDF is going to be the description.
Yeah.
But at least the PDF has pictures, so it's better than a description.
It's got perfect little pictures that we spent a lot of time on. We even put it through Blender to get it the most like crisp we could.
Yep.
All right, well, was that it?
I think so.
Currently in the air.
Oh, whoa! Okay, that one went over the bow. I'm gonna go find a safe place to hide.
Yeah.
All of the rooms except the bridge are sealed, by the way. So if you do need a panic room, anywhere except the bridge.
Yeah. And preferably we... we did close the engine room door.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Make sure to close this one, because this just goes... We do have auto bilge, but...
Yes, we do.
This just goes directly into the biggest room on the boat.
It's automatically on. You can manually turn it on up here in the helm, but it's automatically on auto.
Yep. Yeah, try to keep the nice engine not corroding in a pool of salt water down here.
Yeah.
It would operate better without that.
We can't fix those problems.
Oh! Let's talk a little bit more about the breakers, because we didn't cover the ones that
Let's turn this wind down, because I am flying in the air.
Yeah.
Alright, let me come down and join you.
Hey!
I'm running down, running down.
Yep, you're almost there. I'll open the door for you.
Oh, look at that. What a man.
Alright. So, if you ignore the wall patch right here, we have got the shore connection breaker, which is very convenient. You need the shore connection and the earth fault to actually receive power. The earth fault protects against any power surges and makes sure your battery doesn't go above 0.9. Otherwise, you will have issues. So you need both of those to actually enable the shore power. We have the motor protection circuit breaker. So if for any reason you do need to charge your battery more than 0.85 and you've got things off of auto throttle, you can turn on the motor protection, and that will protect your engine and your generators from cutting off once you grip. You've got bus tie and backup battery, which backup battery switches over from the main battery to the backup battery. And bus tie allows you to charge the backup battery if you did use it.
Yeah.
Currently we're full, so we don't need to. Feeder does something, I just don't know what quite yet. Transformer protection does the same thing as motor protection, except for all the rest of the breakers. So, again, if you need to go above 0.85,
which you really
or 0.9, yeah, you shouldn't need that, but if you're charging something and it needs to be full for some reason, You need basically these 3 on, and then you will preserve your power grid,
Let's
and you
simulate
won't
a
just
failure.
die. There we go. I simulated it for you.
There we go.
We can too. We also have lightning somewhere.
I'm gonna turn off
There's-
auto throttles.
Yeah. We might have to cut to like 20 minutes in the future before
Yeah.
it charges, but
Let's see. So as you can see, this is overcharged, so I have to bring these SWATs all the way down. And our throttle's at 0. So because we flipped over, it starts at 0, so we have to increase that.
perfect. We also have simulated lightning, so if you do get struck and it trips a breaker, you will have the entire boat shut down, and you have to come down here and reset the lightning fuse.
That is pretty cool.
And if you over voltage the boat and everything shuts down, you have to drain the battery, and then you can turn on the you can trip the fuse again and get everything back, or you can reset the over voltage, and that'll give you like 10 seconds to quickly turn on your transformer protection and your motor protection.
As you can
But
see,
we
we're
don't
going up
recommend that.
now. We're already at 0.87.
Yep. So I guess I'll just hit the backup battery as well, so that does engage that backup battery.
Yeah. So that was just for anybody that didn't see. I was just flipping over all the auto throttles over so that it's not regulating our throttles anymore to be in line with our battery. So now we just keep feeding electricity to our battery.
Yep. Now, we've done a terrible job, like, giving all of this stuff justice, but this took us, all this logic and systems took us like a week of logic, and it was terrible.
It was.
And personally, we think it was worth it, so hopefully you guys don't hate complicated boats.
Hopefully.
Because we love them.
And if we're really looking for power, we turn on high idle mode.
And
we get
another
a
generator,
warning
too.
because we're going to overheat and go crazy now.
Yeah. Yep, so here we are.
Let's
We're
look at
about
that.
to trip. I will turn off our protectors. And you will see here, once everything kind of dies, it's once this hits 0.91.
Yeah.
So give this about like 5 more seconds before the engine explodes as well.
Yeah.
And that should also theoretically cut off our propulsion. I don't know if it has
It
yet.
should,
if
I
we've
think.
got that. But that should pretty much immediately shut down everything on the boat. The engines will take like a few seconds to actually stop
we go.
putting out exhaust. Boom. There we go. 0.91. Everything has just shut down.
Sorry.
Engines are cooling off. Propeller has just stopped.
Yeah.
So
You can
right
hear it all
now,
dying.
yeah, right now we are dead in the water. Exhaust is cut. We have just killed the boat.
Yeah.
So if we hit the reset over voltage, you'll see we get a few seconds, and then it'll die out again because we are still over. Oh no, we're not. We drained again.
So we
that's
drained
good.
as soon as we got down. So that's the system.
Yeah, it kills the engines to help you drain back to a reasonable number. If you somehow get it super high, though, you can tap this and then turn on these 3 again, and then it'll do the same thing pretty much.
And
just
then you have to go
give you
restart
power.
everything. Except
Yep,
you're
so
starting
I believe-
it warm, so you don't have to prime.
Yep, all the engines and stuff just died out. So.
Yeah. There we go.
Your RPM is still at 600 on this generator. I don't know
Oh
if
yeah,
that's
it
all
would.
right.
It takes a minute. They're double flywheeled.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that is the Ptarmigan.
That is how you say it.
Yes, it's Ptarmigan. So, the P is silent.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty much hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah. It's been fun.
We'll be fixing a few more things, and then this should be on the workshop hopefully this week.
Yeah.
We will see.
We've got
We are
most of it
very
finished
close.
up now.
Yeah, it's pretty much the workshop page and maybe a few final bug fixes and issues.
Here and there.
But
It's pretty much ready, so yeah.
yeah. Also, random side note, if anybody knows what the electrical value of batteries is actually measured in, because they are 2 very independent numbers, and we cannot figure it out for the life of us what the electrical store value is. So if anybody knows if that's like a delta reading or something, let us know, because we are very confused by that.
Yeah, we haven't played enough around with that.
they're completely independent. Like, it was just at 0.5 and then like 0.9.
We've had
so,
a lot of issues from that.
Yeah, we've tried to get around it. There's a little bit of some light whirring, but that just gives it atmosphere.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We don't have
Let's
electric.
see. I think that is about it. Oh, by the way, this thing is amazing to dock.
Oh,
So,
it really is.
for all the people who love to do dock boats, give this one a try.
Short. We'll have
Yes.
a YouTube short attached with a bunch of them on.
Yeah, we're gonna probably keep making them because they're
Yeah.
really fun. They're time lapses of this thing docking and maneuvering.
We don't have
They're super
hydraulic
cool.
pressure, so we can't do a thing.
Yeah, and the lights are also off. I think
Yeah.
everything just died out.
Yeah, everything's flipped.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it.
Yep, that will probably wrap it up. No more side topics.